The countdown is on until Scorpio season hits next Sunday, but until then, we've got the last few days of playful Libra season. Here's what you're in for next week. Aries pondering the possibilities of asking for a pay rise, promotion at work, or maybe even applying for a new job? Next week is the time to strike out, cause Saturn, which has been retrograde for ages and thus fucking with your career development, will go direct, imbuing you with all of the positive vibes at work. Taurus, it's the last week of Libra season, which means the party's over. Just kidding. No, but really, enjoy the last few days of the playful spiritual season before Scorpio season kicks off, cause it'll bring with it some intense emotional moments. Brace yourselves, BBS.Gemini. Next week you're invited to get in touch with your inner child and approach life the way you would have when you were younger, back before you became jaded by the BS of the world. When making decisions next week, ask yourself, what would younger you do? Cancer, trouble lies ahead, Cancer. Next week, when the Sun and Venus, both in Libra, collide with Pluto in Capricorn, there'll be some beef in the realm of home or fam. This is where your empathic abilities come in handy. Do what you can to diffuse the tension by applying logic and reason to all situations. But don't allow yourself to get bogged down by petty nonsense. Leo, something you've been manifesting for ages will finally start to come to fruition next week, thanks to Venus in Libra colliding with Mars in Gemini. Seeds that you previously planted will start to sprout, and I know I don't need to tell my confident Leo kings and queens this, but make sure you pat yourself on the back and seize credit where it's due. You've worked your ass off for this. Virgo, you seem to have a lot of Libras and Scorpios in your life, so there's parties and gay thoughts galore right now. As fun as it is to celebrate with our besties, it can also take its toll on our energy levels, our mental state, and our bank account. Make sure you're looking after yourself during this hectic period. Libra, this is it, my Libran fam. The last week of your season. Channel your air sign energy for these last few days of Libra season and just fucking go for it. Take a risk and the planets might just align for you and give you everything you've been hoping for. Scorpio, it's not quite your season yet, Scorp, but you're already feeling like luck is on your side. As Venus in Libra hits up Mars in Gemini at the start of the week, you'll realize that your paranoia was unfounded and the world actually isn't out to get you. Shocker. People who you thought hated your guts will reveal themselves to be quiet allies. Sagittarius, one of your greatest qualities is the way you dive in head first and think later, but next week it might be best to be more thoughtful, methodical, and calculating. Take a step back and plot out your next move to garner more fruitful results. Capricorn, a fight with the boss is coming next week. What else is new, right? With hard-ass Pluto in your sign, clashes with authority is to be expected. Try and keep as level-headed as possible, maybe get yourself a stress ball to squeeze rather than losing your shit and risking your livelihood. Just a thought. Aquarius, next week you'll be feeling hella inspired thanks to love planet Venus in Libra. Get cracking on those creative projects because the planetary energy is giving you the juice you need to create some groundbreaking shit. Pisces, you're in for one hell of a tense week, particularly in one of the groups you're involved in, whether it's your mates or your crew at work. This is thanks to annoying-ass Pluto's movements with hard-ass Capricorn. Don't let anyone gaslight you into thinking you've done something wrong. But if you have done something wrong, swallow your pride and apologize. Maddie Galia is the senior entertainment editor at Pedestrian TV, as well as our resident astrologer who pens our weekly horoscope series, Your Horos Are Here. He also tweets about pop culture and astrology and posts spicy content on Instagram.